Welcome back to All Day Live. You know, the Boundary Water is closing down on Tuesday. That order now extending through Sunday. So outfitters in the Boundary Waters area have been issuing refunds, making changes, trying to help get people out in some cases as well. Again, a very difficult situation for everybody involved here to make sure everybody stays safe. And one outfitter, Sawbill Canoe Outfitters, had just celebrated their 70th anniversary this past weekend, right before the closure. So joining me now is Claire Shirley, the owner of Sawbill. And I should point out here, I was thinking that you're along the Gunflint Trail, but you're actually west of there, aren't you?
We are, yeah. Sawbill is located right along the southern edge of the Boundary Waters. So we're kind of in between Ely and the Gunflint in our own little space here on the southern part.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously a massive area and a lot of outfitters up there. So yeah, just looking at the map. So how close are you to, like, say, the nearest entry point into the Boundary Waters?
Yeah, I'm located right on the Sawbill Lake entry point. So our outfitter and my home is right here, just like 100 yards up from the shore of entry point number 38.
Well, we'll talk about your anniversary and the other things that are going on in a moment. First, I want to ask you about the air quality out there. I mean, it looks like a little bit of a haze still out there. I mean, what is the air quality like where you are by Tofte?
Yeah, it's not great. We're about 24 miles inland from Tofte, up at the end of the Sawbill Trail. So it's not good. I mean, it kind of comes and goes. It was bad for a while yesterday, and then yesterday evening, it actually kind of cleared up for a little bit. So it seems to be pretty transient coming and going. Today is pretty gross. The forecast is calling for it to be better starting on Saturday. So I think we'll be just kind of at the whim of the winds here for a while.
Yeah, which, you know, again, at the whim of weather of all kinds everywhere, but in that neck of the woods too. You had just celebrated this weekend the 70th anniversary of your operation, and then this happens. I mean, tell me about kind of the seesaw effect here of such a high point to now this.
Yeah, it was a real roller coaster of a weekend for us. So Sawbill's a family business. It's been in my family since it was founded by my grandparents in 1957, Frank and Mary Alice Hansen. My husband, Dan, and I were lucky enough to buy it from my folks in 2016. So anyway, we were celebrating a big 70th anniversary this year, and we invited back everyone who's ever worked for us. So we hosted about 180 former Sawbill crew and their families all weekend. So we had a big weekend full of like canoe races and a big fun dinner. We had music, we had a barn dance, you know, just lots and lots of like catching up with old friends and family. And it was a really beautiful time. I think I hugged the last person goodbye at about 4 o'clock on Sunday. Took one deep breath, exactly one, and then received a call from the Forest Service that they were planning to shut down the Boundary Waters the next day. So Wow. It was a really like whiplash moment from one to the next. And we just had to immediately pivot into making a game plan, talking with our staff, contacting customers, you know, just a total shift. So that's small business life for you.
Yeah, and through the weekend, as you're doing that celebration, how much inkling did you have that something like this could be coming, knowing that these fires had been burning for a couple of weeks?
You know, I personally had an inkling that they were going to expand the closure area. I did not anticipate a full Boundary Waters closure. Maybe I would have if I had not been so busy hosting 180 of my friends. So it was surprising, but also just an emotional weekend to begin with. So, we just take it as it comes up here. And that's just what we're going to keep doing.
Yeah. And so then you immediately pivot into, the cancellations, the refund procedure, the worries about getting some of the folks, maybe trying to make sure that the people that were were notified. I mean, what all did you have to do then starting Monday?
Yeah, starting Monday morning, first thing, we really wanted to make sure that our staff all felt comfortable knowing what the situation was. That's our kind of primary focus. So once we got everybody together and on board and comfortable with the talking points and what was going on, we started reaching out to anybody who has a reservation with us for the whole week, which is a lot of people. We also had people obviously on site already, so that was kind of number one priority, was talking to the folks who were like literally on our doorstep. Some of them have come from California, they've come from Washington State, they've put together 3 generations to come on a big trip. So we were really trying to salvage people's vacations. Thankfully, none of the fires are threatening the Sawbill area. So we weren't faced with the anxiety of having to make sure that people were getting out and getting safe. Our area is pretty safe right now. We're really far away from the fires.
Well,
So very thankful that we didn't have to deal with that aspect of it.
that's good, but what are you dealing with then now in addition to the air quality and the closure? I mean, what do the next days look like for you?
Yeah, so we're still open. We've shortened our hours a little bit. We have a 50-site campground on site here, and the southern portion of Sawbill Lake is outside the Boundary Waters. So people are still here camping, and they're fishing and swimming and hanging out at the dock down at the lake and utilizing parts of the national forest that are still open. The Sawbill area is great for that right now because we are relatively safe, as the case may be. The fires aren't really threatening us right here. So we're still dealing with a little bit of that. We're thankful for everybody who wants to come and salvage a vacation. Some people are like, hey, the smoke is bad at home, the smoke's bad on vacation. I'd rather just be on vacation. So we're helping those folks. We're contacting people as the Forest Service continues to cancel permits. We'll be reaching out to people on a daily basis to try to, every group's circumstances are different. So we chat with everybody specifically. And then while we're a little bit quieter, we are doing firewising. This is going to be a long fire season. Even though there's nothing threatening us right now, that could always change. So we are spending the next several days out in the woods around our property, thinning out the brush, getting the pine needles off the roofs. We've got a really robust sprinkler system, so we've got that fired up. We're patching leaks, clearing things out. So it's a big job, and some of it we do every year, but we're going to do a really good job of it this year.
Yeah, and smart to take advantage of this time to do that and be proactive. How much optimism do you have that this closure may only be through Sunday? I mean, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, that's really hard to say. I think that the Forest Service is wise to look at this on a daily basis because it is such a dynamic situation. I am optimistic that they are going to start rolling back the closure in maybe some specific areas. I don't think there will be a broad sweeping order that says everything is back open again, of course. But, similar in 2011 with the Pagami Creek fire, which was sort of one of the last really, really big fires kind of near us. That happened then, too, where there was a big closure and then certain routes and entry points started to reopen as the situation got a little bit more in hand.
All right. Well,
based on past experience, maybe we'll do that again.
Yeah. What are you telling your customers in terms of trying to stay up to date with those things as they change?
Yeah, you can follow us on social media. I update every day. I'm in constant contact with the Forest Service, and I like to share information as I get it, as long as I know that it's accurate and coming straight from the source. So it's really nice to contact people who are on the ground here because we've got really the most up-to-date information. And then we're just saying, hang tight. It's a day-by-day decision here. We have suspended all of our regular cancellation policies. Like I said, we're working with each group individually because we understand that everybody's circumstances are a little different.
All right. Sawbill Outfitters, and you can find on Facebook simply Sawbill Outfitters, right?
Yeah, we're Sawbill Canoe Outfitters on Facebook and Instagram, and we've got a blog at sawbill.com that we update as well.
All right. Claire Shirley, owner of Sawbill. Thank you. I'm glad everybody's safe up there. I'm glad that you're kind of out of the danger zone. And best of luck.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Thank you.